So Jonah Hill is a pretty beloved actor who has been relevant for the better part of the last 2 decades. He has played a variety of roles over the years, and has really seemed from the outside looking in like a guy who wears his heart on his sleeve. Over time, he has gone through a lot of changes when it comes to his personal image, as he's battled insecurities of being typecast as the fat guy in movies.
But are you still considered the fat guy when you go to a party or anything? Because I run into that a whole lot. I'm the fat one. So are you the fat guy in Hollywood still, or is everybody like look at you and they're like, oh wow, this is great, now you're healthy?
Do you have any other questions that are smart?
More recently, Jonah has stepped behind the camera as a producer and director, and he's pretty good at that too. Overall, he seems like a pretty non-problematic person who really just wants to do what he loves, but now recently he has been involved in some drama surrounding his ex-girlfriend Sarah Brady, as she claims that Jonah Hill was a controlling misogynist during their time together. And this story all really started on Instagram, as Sarah rapidly posted all of this different evidence against Jonah Hill on her story, where she mainly shares text messages that occurred between the two during their relationship. So first she says, "This is a warning to all girls. If your partner is talking to you like this, make an exit plan. Love y'all. Call me if you need an ear." And then she says that she's removed all these different posts from his page, to which Jonah allegedly responds, "Good start, you don't seem to get it, but it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear, you refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear, and I hope it makes you happy." So basically this girl is some type of surfer, she's involved in all of this different surfer culture, and I guess that was actually the pair's connecting point when they first met, but as their relationship started to grow, he found himself uncomfortable with some of the pictures that she was posting onto Instagram, as well as some of the pictures that she had posted in the past before they met. So then he just shares some more screenshots of some old posts that I'm guessing that he wanted her to take down, and he says, "Respect however you want to live your life, you only get one. I'm sort of done explaining myself." To which she replies, "3 removed, not the video yet. It is my best surfing video. Would you feel better if the cover frame was different? Any more specific ones that bother you?" And he says, "Yes, one that isn't of your ass in a thong. Not a thong, but K. And as far as other pictures of you in a bathing suit, surfing or not." She then goes on to say, "I too struggle with mental health, but I do not use it to control people like he did to me. It's been a year of healing and growth with the help of loved ones and doctors to get back to living my life without guilt, shame, and self-judgment for things as small as surfing in a swimsuit rather than a more conservative wetsuit. And I'm sure there's still much more healing from this abuse ahead of me." So she's saying right here that she had to go see some sort of doctor, she had to have some sort of family intervention, all because some guy told her to delete some pictures from her Instagram page. Like, to me, it's definitely all coming off as a little bit dramatic at this point. I mean, don't get me wrong, in my opinion, Jonah Hill was acting a little bit insecure in doing so, especially when he kind of knew what it was when he was going into this, that surfing was a big part of her life. But I would definitely not consider any of his actions up until this point to be abusive. Yep, like, kind of unbelievable that a man who sent me shit like this, and then she shares this screenshot, I'm guessing from when they first met, where he put some hard eyes on a picture of her surfing. Would then be upset I didn't read his mind and take down pics of that once I was in a relationship with him. Sharing this publicly now because keeping it to myself was causing more damage to my mental health than sharing it could ever do. And then she shares some sort of old breakup text from Jonah. Even the person I loved and shared a bed with uses me and can't just be like, "Yeah, you were super nice. It hurts so badly, but I'm done apologizing. I was lovely to you." And to me at this point, it really does seem like she's just throwing out these trigger words like misogynist and gaslight. Like, it's one thing if you're trying to say he was a controlling person during your relationship, but that doesn't mean it's just automatically misogyny. Obviously, both women and men can both be controlling. She then shares an apparent quote from her couples therapist that she had during their relationship. "She had me agree to paddle away from any man that approached me in the water. No matter his age, I was instructed to say, 'I'm going to go talk to my boyfriend,' and then paddle away." To which whoever she's talking to responds with, "That makes me want to stab someone. Wow, who is this therapist? What?" And then this is the post where I guess she's really feeling like it was gloves off. She felt like this was like the big expose. And it's a text message from Jonah where he says, "Plain and simple, if you need surfing with men, boundaryless inappropriate friendships with men, to model, to post pictures of yourself in a bathing suit, to post sexual pictures, friendships with women who are in unstable places, and from your wild recent past, beyond getting a lunch, a coffee, or something respectful, I'm not the right partner for you. If these things bring you to a place of happiness, I support it, and there will be no hard feelings. These are my boundaries for a romantic relationship. my boundaries with you based on the ways these actions have hurt our trust. And the only thing I'm really seeing here is him being very clear with his communication about what he wants out of their relationship together. He also says right there, basically, if you can't live up to these standards, it's no big deal, I'm not gonna be upset, but obviously this relationship is not gonna work out. She then shares more text from him where he says, "You're right, we can't do surf social things or develop trust until you consider me and make decisions that give regard to our relationship. I have been vulnerable as possible and I'm telling you I'm needing you to step up to the plate, which you can, I'm sure of it, but these losers don't get your time if you want me. Straight up, it's consideration. I respect your love of surfing, but I respect myself as well, and your love of surfing and being in those situations and lack of awareness are not mutually exclusive. This isn't me, I have my own issues that I own." And basically it just seems to me like they were butting heads over this same topic over and over and over again. To me, this all just really seems like a relationship that never really should have happened. Because on one hand, it seems like she wants the type of relationship where she wants to be liberated, she wants to have this sense of independence, and she wants to do what she wants, whereas him on the other hand, he wants more of a relationship where there is a little bit more control between the two partners. And personally, I do not think there's really anything wrong with either type of relationship, but obviously when you're gonna try to mix those two dynamics, it's not gonna work, and you're most likely gonna need a different type of partner than what these two are providing on both ends. And this to me is where this whole thing gets a little bit crazy. She says, "I hope my ex has a daughter. Maybe she'll turn him into a real feminist because the fact that he calls himself a feminist now is laughable." And then you see this story that came out earlier last month where he says Jonah Hill and his new girlfriend Olivia Miller step out after welcoming first baby. So she decided to come forward with all of this different information right after this guy had a kid with somebody else. I mean, I would understand if he was like actually some sort of abusive monster, like on some Diary of a Mad Black Woman type shit. But to me, it's like, why even come forward with all of this when this man is obviously in another relationship, he's already had a baby with someone else, and moved on from whatever situation you guys had. She then shares more text from him where he says, "It's just constant, doesn't reflect where we're at or where you say you want to be." I guess he's talking about her posting these pictures once again. "I respect your skill in your surfing, I respect how you want to present yourself, I respect that you're hot and beautiful, and I respect however you want to live, but I also respect myself, and what I'm interested in my own life, and what I let into my heart and my inner circle. So celebrate yourself in your life however you please, and shine bright." So yeah, just more text messages where he seems to be pretty clear about what he wants and why he wants it, and that if she cannot provide that to him, then that's fine too. Then she goes on to say that they need to boycott, I guess this is like Jonah Hill's show on Netflix or something like that. Another post saying people should boycott this show. She says she's bipolar and proud. She said she turned down employment opportunities for him. They just have ongoing conversations about what's considered to be appropriate when it comes to posting on Instagram. Jonah apparently responds, "I would not date any one of these people. People who value their internet presence over their relationship is not where I'm at in life, and it's fine if that's where you're at in life. Wish you the best with it. Please stop sending me this stuff, thanks. Life will present real problems. These are unnecessary ones." So yeah, it seems like he was just over talking about this topic at this point. I guess her point was, yo, look at what all these other women are doing, so it should be okay for me to do it. And he said, well, you know, I've made my boundaries clear, and I don't want you doing that. But if you do want to do that, it's okay, we just are not going to be together. And then this part is just kind of hilarious. She says, "If I could have one wish for him, it would be that he is surrounded by feminist men who can hold him accountable to grow in the ways he has expressed he wants to. I think fame can put people in an echo chamber of viewpoints, which can enable emotionally abusive behavior." And I think this is crazy. Someone tells her, "Do you think Jonah will respond to all this?" And she says, "I hope not. I don't want to talk to him. He scares me. I just hope all this information reaches the people in his life who need it the most." So she says she hopes that he doesn't respond after she just went out and absolutely slandered his name, only covered her side of the story, and tried to paint him out to basically be a controlling, narcissist misogynist. And all those stories were from about 2 days ago. Yesterday, she continued to post a bunch of different things to her story, basically just validating the way she feels, you know, messages from people saying, "Oh, you're so in the right, girl, keep speaking the truth," stuff like that. But I really want you guys to pay attention to this right here, because it's yet another reason why I'm not taking her seriously. This is a voice memo that she sent to someone else.
"This is literally the biggest moment of my entire life. I became a meme. No, a man's demands of me are a summer bucket list meme. Ah! Let's go surfing, bitches. Wear whatever you want."
I don't know about you guys, but to me that quote right there does not exactly scream traumatized. But really, I want to know what you guys think down below. Do the text messages make him look a little bit insecure? Yes, but we're missing a lot of context here. Like, was there some sort of repeated activity going on the beach that he had a serious problem with, and that is what made this topic keep coming up between them over and over again? Was there things that she said she would stop doing and then she just kept doing them anyways? I mean, we really do not know. At this point, we've only got her side of the story, and to me, it really doesn't make him look that bad or make her look like really any sort of victim. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Y'all let me know down below in the comments what you think. As always, I do want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. But as you guys know, it's been your boy the Tan Superman, and some other celebrity drama out here needs to be covered, so I'm out. Peace!